Good morning, dear students. Today we will start a new chapter, but I will not tell the name of that chapter. I will give you some hints, and it's a task for you to guess the name of that chapter. Okay. When I touch, I find so hard. When I see, I find some shine. When I feel, I find them bright. And when I try to break it, I find that a bigger task. And when I stuck, I hear some sound. So tell me, yes, metals. So we will start chapter number 4, metals and non-metals. All objects around us are made up of some materials such as wood, plastic, metal, concrete, etc. Materials may be broadly classified into two groups, that are metals and non-metals. When you look around, you found a lot of metals in our daily life. Let us see something which we see in our day to day life. First thing we talk about jewelry, because it's something very common. You see at your home your mother and sister wearing bangles, rings, earrings, which all are made up of metals like gold, silver, copper, etc. Some more things which you see at your home like hammer, coin, nails, kettles, all utensils. Another is non-metals. Non-metals like carbon, phosphorus, sulfur, which are just opposite to that of metals. So we discuss their properties and their occurrence. First of all, we know that metals are mostly found in combined state mixed with many impurities, and these compounds are called minerals. And the mineral which contains metal in large quantity or we can extract it conveniently and profitably are called ores. Means ore are that minerals in which metals are in large quantity and we get profit from them. So these are the some ores, like aluminum have bauxite ore, copper, copper glans, cuprites, iron, hematite, magnetite. So we get metal in these ores. Similarly, non-metals which are found in combined state as well as in free state also. Most non-metals occurs in nature in the combined state, and some non-metals occur both in free and combined state. Like oxygen and nitrogen occur in free state in nature. Now we will discuss their properties which you know very well. First of all, when we talk about metal, the physical appearance is that we see them very shiny. All the metals have shine and luster. On the other hand, non-metals are very dull. They do not have any shine, and they are also known as non-lustrous, like coal, carbon, iodine, diamond. Another property is ductility. The property of a metal by which it can be drawn into thin wires is called ductility. Metals are quite ductile, whereas non-metals are non-ductile. Means metal can be changed into thin wires. A gold is the most ductile metal and it can be drawn easily into thin wires, because of which jewelry can be made easily. Another property is malleability. Malleability is the property of a metal by which it can be hammered or beaten into very thin sheets without breaking. As you see the aluminum sheets, iron sheets, these are formed by the malleability. Means once we beaten it, they can be converted into thin sheets. Or the most common example, you see the foil, aluminum foil, which we use in your daily life. gold foil, silver foils. Whereas on the other hand, non-metals are non-malleable, they cannot be hammered into thin sheets. Another is property is sonority. Sonority means metal make a ringing sound when stuck. When your spoon suddenly stuck down, you heard a sound. Whereas on the other hand, non-metal do not make a ringing sound when stuck. They are non-sonorous.